ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಬೇಕು. ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಓಕೆನಾ? ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗೆ ಮೈಕ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾಂ, ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅವ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಯ್ತು.
ಟಾರ್ಪೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಟಾರ್ಪೋಲ್ ಟಾರ್ಪಾಯಿ ಹೊಟ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲ ಅವನು ಒಂದು ಕುಂದೆ ನೋಡ Just he will do wherever possible you on time.
No, it's wrong.
Then what is the correct time?
3:30. 3:30. No, battery, some problem.
Battery, yeah.
It's going to. Later I'll. Bus. Enough, no, family?
No. Please come and take it.
Shashi will come and remove. Ippo itra madu.
There will be suffocation. When you go there, you bring the small pieces. Near the wash basin. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. What is that?
Somebody were putting the mic on. Sorry, Swamiji. Swamiji is breathing. Swamiji, where is Swamiji going?
One side.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram.
Sorry. Other was Deepa. I thought she'll come for Satsang, no?
Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai
Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Yes, any subject, any point, any topic.
Somebody asked yesterday that why are we chanting, what do you call that, Vishnu Sahasranam and other names of God when we have Ramnam in the ashram. I was not able to answer very well. Then Anantram uncle told that we are chanting because all names are one, and the second thing is that what do you call this? As an institution, so many people are coming from so many places. All need to have different kinds of tastes and temperaments, so they need to have this. But the person still needed more clarification. So I said I would take it up and ask Swamiji today.
What is the question?
That when we have Ram Nam,
Swamiji, it is very different programs. I told him
not
because
programs, not programs.
Bhajan
He
hall.
asked,
Bhajan
no, he
Wait,
asked.
wait. What is that?
Bhajan Hall, we are having Ram Nam, we are having this Hare
Shivanam.
Rama, then again Om Namah Shivaya, Om Vishnu Sahasranama. Instead of that, totally you can have only Ram Nam. No,
Acha.
this is the person. He is. He.
Yeah,
So
acha.
we
I
told
told him
because
I
of
will not
visiting
pick it up his
devotees,
name, I would
Mataji
not
has.
tell.
Wait.
He is the person.
I promised I would not tell his name.
Nothing wrong. He's a devotee.
How it has come to light.
No, he came. We all were
No,
there.
you are perfectly right.
All were there. Anantaraman Bhai was there. She was there. I was there. All.
The purpose is why Mataji must have introduced this to make us know that all nama stands for the same, so that we will not have a divided opinion. So in some ashram when we go, they may have Hare Rama. In some ashram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, no Om. In some ashram, there will be Om Namah Shivaya. In some places, you see only Om. So we might get confused. In this, there is for in an organization, there should be something, It doesn't mean that is the final one. So Papa was very clear in telling, name is God, not name is Ramnam, he did not say. Name is God, any name. For the sake of organization of this thing, that has been going on. It's not that you and I decided. That has been going on. And no confusion, because at that time, many people come of a different faith. They may not be able to chant Ramnam. So they used to come and tell me, different faith. We said, you don't have to. But when you are in the ashram, either you join or you keep quiet. While chanting, you can replace your name mentally. Not that it's only any name of God that will take us to awareness of himself. That is the basic. If that is clear, no, there won't be any. Or only Ramnam, no.
Yeah, I was not against it altogether.
No, I agree.
What I thought was that because it becomes like a laser, it gets focused only on that.
A person who comes from a different background, he will find that is also a comedy. When you go to Bhajan Hall, you will see so many saints' photo. That means everything is accepted. Everything is valid. Anything else?
Swamiji, if God has a plan for all of us,
If God has got a...
Has a plan for all of us.
why should we pray? Because the plan is
Why
already
should
there.
we pray?
Absolutely right. But when we know that God is doing everything, when we realize that, not knowing, then there is no need. But only for this particular moment we are repeating that. After that, the me and mine is there, in dealing with everything. So when the me and mine is completely erased, this holds true. So long as this me and mine is there, we have to keep on doing something, praying. Because I have not realized. I have only understood. Somebody says I have understood. It has not become a part of my life. When it becomes a part of my life, I know I don't need it. Until it becomes a part of my life, that is called experience, realization. Then we have to keep on doing it. Something we have to keep on doing it. Then later on we will find it has been with me, not that it has helped me to have this. It has been with me, I only remember now. Previously it was there, I was not remembering. So all these questions are natural. It will come. Because when we hear something, though we have not realized, we will suddenly feel, then that if God is being, what am I to do? I say, God, if we reach that stage, the doing or not doing will not become in our discussion. Everything is done by Him. But until we reach that stage, this somebody has told and we are believing at the moment. That's all. And they want us to realize. The knowledge is different from realization. So when the master says, we have faith in the words of the master. But that faith alone will not take us. We have to realize, realize by ourselves. The words in the master, the faith definitely helps us to toe the line, move toward that. If you find in the Thus Speaks Ramdas, he clearly mentions about any nama, glimpses of divine vision, any nama, not merely Ram Nam. That also you please
Yeah, it's in this book only.
yeah.
Yeah.
Any nama.
One more thing, Swamiji. Yesterday, that call had come. Remember that person mentioned that how to overcome depression with Vedanta.
Sorry? So, how to depression?
How to overcome depression through Vedanta.
It is not through Vedanta, no? Depression, what we have seen, let us not be very theoretical or what we have seen from others. For example, Puja Swamiji was passing through a period of depression. Many friends we have seen period of depression. They also go to some treatment. But counseling is recommended. What does the counseling mean? It is not something the counselor gives from outside. The counselor touches and make you aware why you feel so. The moment you become aware of it, automatically it gets plugged. That is the job of the counselor. Something hidden, something deep, lying unknown to me, but it is affecting me. I am not aware. So I go for medicine, I go for this. So many symptoms of depression comes out. But the counselor's job is to find out. It must have happened when I am a student. After some time, it has suddenly blown up. It must have happened when I am working in the office. It must have happened while handling anything, which I cannot reveal to anybody. Something that has happened to me, which I cannot reveal to anybody, I will not feel like revealing to anybody. That is there in my mind. And it is for unknown reasons. I have seen people simply crying, simply retiring. They will not come out. Many a time somebody brings here also in ashram also. Suddenly she was a bright student, suddenly she has become dumb. She doesn't utter. They bring. So we immediately ask, did you go to any counselor? Certain things they would be reluctant to reveal to us. Even to their parents they may be reluctant. But to a counselor they may. And there was a good counselor in Bangalore. He came here also. She came here, sorry. And highly advanced soul in the spiritual. That is why she was able to do that. So she was able to slowly, with love, she will ask so many questions, so many questions, so many questions. And then suddenly I may not know that it has gone deep and affecting me. Then she brings it out. This is the cause. That's all. Not that she is giving any medicine. Her job is to bring out the cause. The moment I become aware of the cause, I myself prescribe the remedy. And then for certain people, she used to say, I used to recommend Nama chanting, I used to recommend reading, so that new dimensions will come and it will plug wherever I have made a hole. So for depression, the best thing is they may not reveal to us. So one thing is a prayer, heartfelt prayer. Why are you making me to pass through? Then have a consultation with the well-known counselor to whom you will open up. God makes the counselor to kindle that which is lying dormant and about which you also may not know. A desire which is so subtle, craving, such a subtle one. You may not be even aware, but given an opportunity, it explodes and you don't know how to handle. Suddenly you start crying, suddenly you are withdrawing, suddenly you become irresponsive. not irresponsible, responsive. You don't respond at all. Suddenly you lose interest in everything. So what we have found is that best way is to pray if they are in a mood to do so. They may not be in a mood to do so. So the best thing is God has now provided a counselor, a good counselor who has got the spiritual background. To an outsider, she might open up, she or he. Many cases, and we tell them whatever Papa has shared with us. In some cases, it has also helped. Something like, the master has got a master plan. So the ups and downs should not affect us much. There must be a reason why I lose, why I gain. This is how we look at it. Depression. There is no quick remedy for this. And it takes time. It takes time for them to recover from that depression. Puja Swamiji was passing through depression to that extent that he wanted to end his life because he did not know what is the purpose of this life. Whenever he opens and sees everybody is moving towards me and mine, me and mine, me and mine, me and mine. So the mind was not at all prepared to go and embrace the common run. That means, working, earning, having a family, setting up, that he cannot think about it because it is me and mine, me and mine, me and mine. But no alternative was not clear. What I should do, having given a life, that led him to depression. And because there was no substitute to make him to think about on the other lines, it was becoming more and more severe. So he applied for the leave and he was given the leave, and then he came to Chennai, and his elder brother told him that you take up this Vishnu Sahasranam, by which you try to keep on reminding you that in what all ways he is there. So then Swamiji said he was chanting in right earnest. It gave him some relief. We went back again, he fell into it. And then he was only waiting for the discharge. So after the World War was over, the commander was pleased because of his services, and he said, anywhere, any type of job you tell, we will place you. Swamiji said, you discharge me. And after getting discharged, he went to the native place. He did not know what to do. So many things happened in between. And one day it became so severe, he consumed DDT, which is the spray used for anti-malaria. He thought he would die. But next day morning, he was alive. Then he could see the body stretching. That gave him the turning point. So the consciousness was not there. It was becoming aware of his body. So he was not the body. That made him to think about it. That was how he was directed to go to Coimbatore and ask the uh, spiritual center, where he got the direction to approach three masters, and out of which one master Papa responded, and then the story goes on. So this is also we find now that a spiritually inclined person, not merely from the material standpoint, not from the medical aspect, they will only give it depressant, that will make you to sleep, and the brain nerves will be depressed. The moment you stop again, you are back to square one. So best way is to go to a counselor and prayer. And homeopathy also there is medicine which will not have any side effects. They don't want to face certain people because of depression. They don't want to face the society, face the family, always sitting in the room. Even person who is working in corporate concern, suddenly the change comes. But a person who is on the spiritual path, we are yet to hear anybody having complaining about depression. Another point I would request all of you to apply deeply in your thoughts. Today, when space, when the moment we hear about space, we go to the Panchabhutas. And we are guided by Puja Mataji also, what is space, the distance between you and me, Immediately we get stuck there. But as we keep on thinking now, we were showing a video to our friends where it is named as class of rowdies. A teacher, when she joined the school, everybody, teacher will go and take any class there because only unruly behavior of the children. But she was posted there. When she came, it was utter chaos. She did not know how to handle them. But on that first day night, when she went back, we must have done a lot of pondering over. And next day when she came, she announced that she is not going to take the class. And she said, you are going to take the class to the students. Students, no, they were asking, any subject, any subject. Normally, for every period, there will be a subject. So here the teacher says she will not take the class, not on any subject. Nothing is prescribed, and they were given the freedom. And it worked out. Every day during her period, each one brought out brilliant creative ideas, what was lying in them. It was not exposed, and everybody was enjoying it. Everybody became attentive. Everybody became disciplined without a word of attentiveness, without a word of discipline. So teachers, her colleagues asked her, what did you do? How did you make them to so responsive and energetic, disciplined, and highly creative, intelligent? She only uttered one word. I gave them space. Previously, they were not given space. That led to all these chaos. Moment the space was given, what was lying dormant in them came out beautifully, and it indirectly was instrumental in making the whole setup harmonious. A person, as soon as he enters, he used to do like this to a child. But he was about to, then That means giving space to one person enables that person to give space to others. And then harmony prevails. Something on which very deep, very important word. So Panchabhutas, we limit the space. No. I was just watching this type of matter. Each word, this is called word, each word has got space. Each alphabet has got space. So what does it mean? And when it's put together in an orderly way, by concentrating, CONSCENTRATING, not in a clumsy manner. There is a space. I realize the space between them. By concentrating your mind on the sound of the name, I get the idea now. So in between, the space is there. So space does not, yes, on the grosser form, yes, this space. But on the mental level, intellectual level, we try to understand. And what is harmony? What is love? What is compassion? All these values we say godliness, goodness, sacrifice, selflessness. Does it not convey that we give space to others? An ant is walking, we know somebody will unknowingly put there, it will die. The moment I come to know of it, when I give space to that, I try to help it. So space, how much it has got its own connection with our, what do you call it, a blissful life, harmonious life. Not a theory. Immediately we try to stretch everything, efficiency, because of space. When the teacher takes the class, if I attentively hear, what does it mean? I give space. So it comes to me. I block it, it will not come to me. So we would request everybody to apply their mind. And God must have given a lot of experience like this. So start thinking broadly about it. Probably we might be able to go nearer to that. The Almighty Lord of the universe is within me in the form of subtle and mysterious power. I have not given space to that. That is why I am not enjoying. I have crowded with so many things, thoughts, one by one, one by one, one by one. And so that when I remove the thought and give space, think. It's a wonderful word. The more we think about that. So when we are sitting here, and so when we are chanting, if we become conscious of the space between both, that will enable us to become conscious of the space in all our activities. Everywhere the harmony comes only when the space is given. This is our view. Tomorrow also we may change, but at the moment this is the view. Then,
Fingers are separation can
suppose
be
you are
felt.
making a dough for chapati, you need this. The space is needed. In a vessel, space is needed. When somebody comes forward with an opinion, we must have the patience to hear. That is space. Give space. Assertion will not be there. Biased views will not be there. So the refinement can take place. The teacher, the teacher's word was very, very, very striking. She said casually, you remember today morning, I did not do anything. I gave them space, that's all. And we could see how beautifully the whole situation changed. And the last girl who read out, very touching. Every time the tears will come down. So she said, when everybody branded us as rowdies, you did not do that. You did not give up. Wherever we are, we will ever remember you. The far from another angle, I don't know whether this angle was there in the mind of the person who brought out that video. But the more we think about it, the more. Today morning we have shown to many people, but this much of depth study only today it came. After that, I showed you, you would say only letters. That much we know. But we stopped with the letters. Now we are looking at the alphabets. And each one is becoming distinct because there is a space. And we recognize it because there is space.
Form is possible only because of
Hmm?
form also is possible only because of space, no Swamiji.
Ah.
See.
Each one. There is a,
Shape.
there is a space, otherwise. If glued to one another, finished. You cannot move. Everybody will move. Utter chaos. Just imagine. Suppose a father and mother gets after their children, and all these things are glued like this. How will they live?
Music also.
Music also, he said.
Space.
Music.
Music. It is the distance between one note and another, no? Ragas, different ragas. The more we think about it,
Numbers also, he said.
1 is not 2, 2 is not 3, 3 is not 4. So then that is why probably Papa used
In between 1 and 2, there is infinitive space.
Infinite
infinite space. You are right. So that is why Papa used the word great void in the first book, in the first chapter, in the first para. Then he did not say. He allowed us to develop it. We did not know. So we ignored that word. Because nobody can easily conceive this, Great void. What is that? Void we know nothing. But great void, it cannot be nothing. Something else is there. Even then, our intellect started bringing out so many dimensions. But void is the one which enables us to exist as individual and express as individual. And harmony can come only when we recognize the space between thoughts, space between individuals, the space between objects. Very, it's a food for thought. When we do the transplanting of in paddy cultivation, when previously we out of experience, this will be the space. We'll keep on doing it. Practice it comes. Why are we doing this? Straight away, why not we do that? If the space is not given, it will not grow. Cluster.
They'll fight against each other.
growth is not possible.
So growth gets hampered if there is no space. And when weeds come in between, we remove the weeds. At that time we were told that it is to discourage the root competition. The what do you call that?
Feeder roots.
No,
Taproot and feeder roots.
when you transplant, what do you call it?
Translocate. Translocate, is it?
അതല്ല മലയാളത്തിൽ ഞാറ് ചൊല്ലുவோம் നാത്ത് ചൊല്ലുவோം இல்லையா what do you call it in English? Anyway, what you know that what is it?
Yes, we understood.
We sow the seed, it sprouts. And after 23rd day, the sprouted one, we take it and transplant it.
The sapling is transplanted.
Okay, it will be like this. And then there will be a space. In the previous sowing, there won't be any space. It will be like this. So if you see, after 25th day or 30th day, workers will go and take one by one, bundle it. And that bundle they will throw. And then the people who are doing the transplanting, each one takes one bundle. And by practice, they all line in line and then start planting and coming back. Because we cannot put our steps. So you all stand there, no? Then everyone does in the same order. Then go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Okay. Now the transplanting is over. Why the space? And then in good old days, in our childhood days, somebody brought out, we were not having any lining. Then the Japanese method of cultivation somebody introduced, where somebody will hold the choir of this thing. What do you call it? Rope. Two people. And the people do, and so that the
they'll come exactly.
line. So space, maximum space. Then we did not understand. They said the crop will be double. That means the roots will have enough space to gather the plant food. It has to gather the plant food, where root competition will be there. Suppose it is here one, here one.
They won't all.
It will be. We did not know that, but Japanese said they introduced that, and then we used to have what to do now. Put this half, one and a half, one and a half, one and a half. Very difficult. So then that line also we were having like this thing.
Like this.
So then ultimately after 2 or 3 days we get practice, and then space will become more and more. It become more spacious. The word used, the more becomes spacious. At that time also we did not know how it will increase the productivity. Later on, slowly when we started thinking, then they said that the more the space is there, more is the avenue for the root to gather its fruit and then make it healthy, so that no number of tillers will be there. So from one, you will have 20, 30 tillers. Each one will bear this one.
The corn of.
So one corner, what do we say?
I'm presuming.
I don't know. We don't know the English word for it. The one will have about 20, 30 grains, or 40 grains, or even 50 grains. So if there are so many tillers.
Oh, it will be pod. One pod will have.
Not pod. Pod is.
Pod is closed.
This is not pod. No. Anyway, we will find out later. So each one will. So the more number of tillers are there, more is your crop. Not only in terms of grains, in terms of the hay also, which is used as a fodder for. One tiller, when you go, there were 10 tillers. So not only in terms of rice, but also in terms of hay, the fodder, it increases. For all that you need space. For all that you need even ample space between one and another. Even in coffee plantation, we were associated with coffee plantation for more than 20 years there. So there our minimum space is 10 feet. For coconut we say 20 feet minimum. 20 to 25. Because it should not touch both. So everything, now we understand the space is very important.
Like this, Swamiji.
Like Swamiji, the
Rice.
Paddy.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
1 second.
Anyway, the idea is, it will have space, not crammed. So that means, space is required for growth, productivity, health, and in the state of human beings, harmony.
He wanted to say something.
something for when we are breathing, and
When we are
the space
breathing.
between the expire and,
Yeah.
and inspire. And the more we give space,
Inhalation
so
and
we will come further the mind. So the more we give space in our breathing, the more we will be able then to hear the silence of the mind.
Swamiji is saying the gap between the breathing, the more space we give, the more we can clear the mind.
Probably that's why pranayam came.
Inhalation. And space.
Every day we in the pranayam we have an exercise called 4-16-8. You have to do it every day.
This is
4
not
times you count 4. Then you breathe.
Space.
Then the space between this, second it will be more, third it will be more. By that time, your retention capacity, holding the breath capacity, it increases. And it will have its own telling effect on your metabolism, whatever you call it. So as you said, it might be related. More we have to do some studies and ask people. So that must be the reason why not like that. Even in the pranayama also, first we do 10 to go inward, then to expel 10 through one nostril and then take it through one and give it to them second. So these may be there, and as you said, there is space. More the space, more you feel relaxed. That we have seen. Otherwise, you get fatigued. You know? So immediately after, suppose we go for a walk or run, first thing is we sit, for some time, giving space.
Swamiji. He wants to ask question.
Sir,
We don't know, we are just trying to understand.
one thing is not clear to me.
One thing is not clear to me.
We are also not very clear.
करेंगे
Ah,
जी सर ऊपर
We are also not very clear, but anyway you try.
जहाँ तक आपने बताया कि पौधों के लिए तो स्पेस चाहिए, तो वो लंबाई चौड़ाई ऊंचाई वाली स्पेस है।
हाँ।
एक चौथा आयाम है समय।
हाँ।
अगर ये सब मिल गया और समय नहीं मिला तो
हाँ।
विकास नहीं होगा।
He says that what you mentioned just now for the plant, you said there should be length, breadth, width, height, everything. But there is also another space which is required is a time span. If that time span is not duly given, then that again will be the hindrance for the whole thing.
Absolutely.
सही
बराबर
बिल्कुल
है।
सही बोल रहे हो
Absolutely.
बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हैं
बराबर।
नौ किलो।
Because when he says that,
हाँ
now we remember, after the transplanting is over,
हाँ
straight away it will not come.
You have to wait.
But to give them time also, time space.
thanks
And then we will be watching the field. Yes, now probably now. Then only we do the watering. Suppose suddenly the climate goes dry and we are unable to water it, you can feel it. So the time factor also is there. That means we have to be alert always. Not merely the space, outer space, but also the time factor. It is there. In coffee, after 2 or 3 years,
ट्रांसलेशन
कॉफी के झाड़ में पौधे में 2-3 साल के बाद
after 2 or 3 years, the plant will grow. Suddenly it will come out with a bud. But we have been asked to remove the bud. It is not, time is not right for it.
टाइम इज ओवर।
No, no.
नहीं अंकल स्वामी जी बोल रहे हैं कि जब कॉफी का पौधा लगाते हैं ना तो पहले 3 साल के बाद एक छोटा सा है ना ये क्या बोलते हैं
Bud, you can understand bud.
बड हाँ बड निकलता है तो वो बड को हम निकाल
Immediately
देते हैं, उसको pluck कर देते हैं।
we remove the, because it is not the time for it to bear it.
उसका वक्त नहीं आया
Only after 5 years or 6 years, the economic bearing stage comes.
कली
Then only we can.
कलियों को निकाल देते हैं
वो तो होता ही
हाँ
है। दैट इज ऑटोमेटिक।
नहीं
No,
निकालना
no.
पड़ता है
You have to do. See, after 2 or 3 years, so suddenly you will get the bud. You have to remove the bud, not automatic.
If the bud is not removed,
If the bud is not
what
removed,
happens?
it will die soon. Because it's a small child, you know.
So what dies?
Eh?
Bud
The
or
plant
the
dies.
tree?
The
Plant
plant
dies.
झाड़ मर जाएगा.
Plant dies.
Huh. A plant needs time.
So that means,
Correct.
so we should not be buried. So we have to be alert.
That's it.
Maybe so many things, if we do the research, we may get. So space has got a lot of relevance in the outer life and inner life. Something for all of us to watch. And for harmony, it is 100% necessary. 100% necessary is the
Mother
space.
Nature does all this without any intervention. All this.
Nature
Mother
does.
Nature
Mother
does all this without any intervention.
Even in a wild forest, the space is given to each and this thing. Even in a dense forest, each one survives.
So means even the sound is possible because of the space in the mouth, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise sound won't come.
Yeah. Otherwise, you will not hear.
Even with the teeth, if some fall, the sound gets altered completely.
Correct.
No, when we look.
That is why in the Upanishad they say first, after the Big Bang, first came space.
Creation.
First came space. So that is his first creation.
Expression.
But we are totally unaware of it,
बैंगी तब हुआ जब स्पेस मिली उसको.
क्या हुआ?
बिग बैंग
Big Bang
जो
हुआ,
हुआ
space
वो तभी हुआ जब उसको स्पेस मिली.
He's saying the Big Bang took place only because there was space available.
तब तक नहीं हुआ.
Till then it did not happen.
I'm trying to remember the Upanishad word.
It's in that I have How to Become One with Him.
How to become one with
Yes,
We were only trying to understand the, what do you call it, in a limited way. Now we are slowly trying to realize that that is the base for our very life. I am talking and if you are also talking, both of us will not understand anything.
There's a clash of interest.
Cluttering, that's all. So that means space should be there for my talk, for your talk. Think about it. Please think about it. It will have its own positive effect in our thoughts, words, and deeds.
Swamiji, what was striking to me today is the idea you said to give the listener, to give the witness listener space.
She's saying that what really struck her today is that giving space to the listener.
Correct.
Chandogya Upanishad it is.
From the self, Atman, space.
Yeah.
From space, wind. From wind, fire. From fire, water. From water, earth. From earth, plants and trees. From plants and trees came food. From food, the person. So starting is space.
No, Swamiji, that doesn't have touchpad. Yeah. Yeah. Go down.
No.
He's going.
We leave it. We leave it. Akasha Sambhuta Akashat Vayu Vayur Agni Agnor Apaha then Prithvi Prithivyu Aushadaya Aushadyu Annam Annam Purusha.
Is space woven with consciousness.
Taittiriya Upanishad. See, however, spiritual scientists, Maharshis have. So, first starting point is Akasha. Atmanam Akasha. Atmanam Akasha Sambhuta. The depth of it is becoming slowly now clear. Behind the alphabets, behind the words, behind the sound, behind our thoughts, behind our priorities, behind our preferences, behind our likes, behind our dislikes.
Family space கொடுக்கணுமே இல்லைல்ல தண்டை வந்துடும்ல ஃபேமிலி ஸ்பேஸ் கொடுக்கணும் தண்டை வந்துடும்
Family.
You don't know anything. Chaos comes. I used to share with our friends here. One son, father was passing through severest financial strain. So he was put in a school where it is only 1.5 kilometers from the house. You can walk. The next school was 8 kilometers away. So this boy came and told his father that if I continue studying there, I will not get a pass. Put me in that school. That means every day he has to shell out the bus charge. The father simply went, took the TC, admitted him in that, and somehow managed. After a month, the boy came and confessed to the father. Everybody is getting a pass. Something is wrong with me, nothing wrong with the school. I am sorry, I did not understand. Please put me back. Then the father said, don't worry, let it go like this academic year. We cannot change it now, doesn't matter. So he did not tell the boy the same truth, that everybody is studying, everybody is not changing their school. But he made him to realize, that is space. When the space was given, he himself thought about it. And he transformed himself, changed himself. Suppose the father had said, everybody is studying there, they are all getting a pass. Something is wrong with you, not with the school. Boy will never get convinced. He has not given space for anything. So for that, a little bit of sacrifice is necessary on our part. So to become aware of the space between these, we have to do a little sacrifice, but that will pay throughout the life, not only to that particular boy, those who heard this, those who have witnessed this, it will ever be there in our mind. It is not that hearing he gave space. At that time, we did not put these words. Instead of telling, you don't know anything, you do what you have been told. And Papa, release of divinity. This month's vision, please go through that lead article. Those who are not having it, you can tell Shraddha, she will send you the soft copy. Okay. It's a wonderful article where Papa gives importance for.
I'll open it.
No. If you read, they will forget. If the interest is there, they will go and ask.
Space.
And when you ask that, and then when you know that, the uniqueness is is recognized as uniqueness only when you give space. Think about it.
Swamiji, is it conditional? Giving space is conditional or unconditional?
Which one?
Is giving space conditional or unconditional?
What do you mean by that?
For example, if Dharma is in danger, if like Rama killed Ravana, because he has given he beyond the limits Ravana, so that's why he killed. So that's what I mean. Is it
Acha,
conditional?
though I cannot give you a straight answer, what we found is that Rama did not, even after landing in Lanka, final attempt was also made. Many a time, through so many people, Ravana was made to think about it, made to think about it, made to think about it. So when everything got exhausted, he had to do it. And even then, probably you might be knowing, these are of course from mythology, people interpret it. When the war was going on, it was tough for both sides. So somebody advised Lord Rama that you should perform a particular ritual, homa, and it should be done by a perfect Brahmin, a Brahmin who lives what he knows. Then Rama immediately said, perfect Brahmin is only Ravana. Ah.
No.
And Ravana was requested to come and perform this. And Ravana did that. He could separate himself. And he did it for his own destruction, no, in the worldly level. So if he is approached, he will do that. There are many such things in mythology that make us to think about it. Even when in Mahabharata, Nagula Sagadeva, they are the astrologers, they will, whatever they say, it is final. They are rooted in truthfulness. So Duryodhana went and consulted on which day we have to do it.
Start the war.
Sri Krishna, he placed all these. He made them to do he made some trick. And somehow changed the day and making an illusion that it is night. And then in that confusion this was given. So that is why the day was changed. You are calculating from today's 7th day, for example. So today, suppose I is seeing it is not today, it is yesterday, then my calculation alters by 1 day. Like that, he played some trick. And then he was, because he is honest. Now, Kula Sagadeva, though they are the Pandava side, when a consultation takes place, they are 100% honest, truthful. That means they are giving space every day. This is different, that is different. This is on which we have to do a lot of research and find out for ourselves. Broadly speaking, giving space gives, I think it leads us to honesty, sincerity, love, compassion, expansion of love circle, accepting everything, recognizing others. Nobody is irrelevant, nobody is unimportant, nobody is insignificant. Harmony at home, harmony at workplace, harmony with friends. Give space, even if somebody does something wrong. When you go to the Ananda Kudir, you will find one story. On an important festival day, all the crockeries, costly crockeries were used for serving this guests. So after that, the mother said, told daughter, collect everything and come here. She was putting everything and she was coming. She lost the step. Everything fell down. Everything got broken. So she knew mother will definitely beat her, or she will not compromise, because for ages she has been preserving it. But the mother saw from a distance. She came there. First thing she asked, are you wounded? Because she was in a shock. What will my mother say? Then the mother said, if crockery is broken, I can buy. But something happens to you, I cannot. Peace. Lot of things. Forgiving, what does it mean? Mataji, two people came and wanted to kill her in the night. That is why we are sitting here, otherwise we won't be sitting here. So Mataji on that last night, if it had ashram would not have come into being. So God had to enact the drama to somehow send Papa Mataji from there. So after setting up this ashram, those two people came from Kasaragod. Mataji had forgotten. Then somebody introduced, they themselves came and said, we did not know. Mataji did not give any importance for that. Mataji gave them food, offerings, many things, made them to stay here and then sent back. Because she knew it was God's play. That's all. They are instrumental cause. When we hear that, we did not understand the space there. Now we are trying to understand the space she gave. At that time, that had happened. So she has given space for them. She did not condemn them. She did not. Once a foreigner came and had an interview with Mataji. At that time, he specifically asked, when they did like this, what was your mental state? So she replied in Malayalam and Puja Swamiji translated. That is Papa's play. That's all. No grumbling, no complaint, no justification, not blaming. That means spirituality means giving space to everybody.
Simple.
Ultimately, it zeroes down.
Space.
Spirituality means giving space, giving space, giving space, giving space. Because that is the first thing but God brought out. Accepting that, we try to do everything. I think, please think about it. Because all these things, as we keep on tallying it with our own experience, not knowledge, it becomes clearer and clearer and clearer. Knowledge means, that is given by somebody. But experience is something we are really and then getting it concretized in our mind. So this is what honestly we feel, that every time when we hear a philosophy or this thing, a Upanishad or Bhagavad Gita or anything for that, or any words of master, all right, just try to go back to our own life and whether God has provided an opportunity for to draw inspiration from incidents which are alike. And then when we relive those moments, when we go through that moment, it gets stamped in us. Otherwise, it becomes knowledge at the mental level or intellectual level. Academic knowledge we may have. For example, this Taittiriya Upanishad now. We will be able to quote. So what? When I don't give space for anybody, if I quote, what it is? So it becomes a knowledge level only. I think that is enough, 4:35. If anything is there, we will see tomorrow. Oh.